She's like, no, no, no. It's $20 each. And I said, stand down, honey. My MasterCard is here. No, me, man. Get off of me. Hey guys, you already know who it is.
If you don't,
Now you do. It's H
and C
bringing you
a TV show. What's good?
Yeah. And guess what we're doing today?
Today, it's a special day.
Tell them what we're doing.
Y'all see these beautiful, nice, voluptuous orange thingies right here? Stop doing that. What are you doing?
Today we'll be carving pumpkins today. We're gonna see who does it better. I've never done this before,
I have.
But she has a slight advantage because of that. This is my pumpkin. This is hers.
This is my pumpkin.
And we'll decide whose pumpkin is better.
But we're not just gonna be carving pumpkin. Y'all get 2 shows in one today. What are you doing, babe?
You're gonna be, we're gonna be telling a story of our second date.
First date.
First date.
Well, it was like first and a half because the first was that, and then
yeah.
it was a long first date. So y'all gonna hear the story about that.
Yeah. So grab your popcorn. Yeah, we've been gone for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But
we had lots of stuff going on. Sorry guys, we haven't been posting in a while.
So we're coming back.
Yeah, we moved.
Back.
So
we just moved. Everything is done.
Now we're gonna be bringing
posting
that daily content.
We'll try to post twice
a week. Definitely once for sure, but yeah.
Anywho, let's get back to cut it. You go first. Hey. Okay. This looks sketchy.
Start telling them the story of how we met.
Yeah, I don't feel safe to cut that.
Get out of here. I thought this was my pumpkin.
Hey, why are you cutting it like that?
Babe, don't worry.
She sounds like dig the knife in.
Don't worry about me.
Alright, we're having technical difficulties. We're gonna be back. Fully cut.
I'm not doing that dance. No inside.
So basically, we're gonna be doing this, but
Oh,
I'm gonna put my phone here, and then we're just gonna.
So that we're gonna put it on not timing.
Yeah, it's not time.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
All right, let the carving timer. All right,
So,
we're definitely.
do you need a different one?
I don't think so.
You want this one?
No.
You have the same flat end. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So for our first date, okay, before I tell y'all what happened on our first date, y'all need to know that ironically, I was gonna stand him up. Do you know that, babe? I was planning on standing
What do you mean
you
you were
up.
planning on standing?
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why.
What?
Yeah, I don't think you know that. I'm gonna tell you why I was planning on standing you up.
Is it because of my Lamborghini? My Ferrari? Is it because of my Ferrari? All right.
No,
Tough
babe,
crowd.
it is a tough crowd. I am not the one today. Babe, my eyes are looking like...
I don't even know if these are the right tools.
It is, it's carving tools. That I know I got for sure, right? Okay, so I was planning on setting out because after I met him at the club, if y'all haven't seen the story of how I met my husband, basically my husband.
So it's up there.
It's up there. Go watch it.
And go watch it.
Before you look at this.
That way you're caught up on how
we met and stuff, because this won't make sense.
And you're not confused.
So when I met him and he took my number, deliberately took my phone and put his name in my phone with his number.
Yeah.
We were texting for a while, okay? So when we were texting, like a good chunk of the time when we were texting, because we were supposed to hang out like that little following weekend after I saw him, but I was in Model UN and we were in Banff for a conference, so we planned it after. But like throughout my whole trip, I was texting him, okay? Can I multitask?
Nope.
Because my lines are everywhere.
It's okay. Model UN.
So Model UN, I was in Model UN and I was texting him. And me and Henry, when we were texting, first time y'all, we were texting like, I'm not even just like, paragraphs is an understatement. We were sending each other novels. Like,
what the hell?
Novels.
It doesn't even cut all the way deep here.
No, it doesn't. That's why you have to carve it out. Novels. So we were like sending each other novels, okay? Novels. So
I think they know it's novels, but
I had to make sure.
If you guys didn't know, we're sending novels.
Get out of here. Anyway, so then because we were texting so much, one time he just stopped answering. And you know, this is one of my biggest pet peeves when I text people and they don't answer, especially if it's like a lol and you don't answer, I don't give a crap, okay? But if it's like a novel where I'm spilling my guts to you and then you leave me on red, that makes my blood boil. And that's what this man's did. So then right away, I was like, of course. I'm like, I knew this man was too good to be true. Universe, why'd you do this to me? I said no mans, and then you bring me this wonderful man, and then he leaves me on red like I'm not a bad bitch. What? I was confused, but I was also hurt. So I was like, all right. So then I go into game mode. I'm like, okay, so since he's not texting me, I'm not gonna text him. So if he wants to talk to me, he's gonna have to talk to me. And then I got home and he didn't text me. And then it was literally like coming close to our date thing. Because we were supposed to meet on the weekend. Was it Saturday or Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, it was a Friday. And then I had work too. So we were supposed to meet on the weekend. I think when I texted him, it was a Wednesday. And I wasn't gonna text him, but I texted my friend. I'm like, because I told everybody when I met him, right? I'm like, the guy I met stopped texting me. He left me on red. I'm like, but we supposed to have a date and I don't even know if he's gonna show up. And I'm like, but I don't wanna be that stupid girl that goes there and then gets stood up because the guy hasn't even answered me in like 3 days. So I wasn't gonna show up. So then I texted my friend and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna show up because he hasn't texted me, therefore he's not interested. Babe, what is this? You broke it?
It broke. I didn't break it, it broke.
You broke it.
You're gonna break it even more. Hey. Aggressive much.
Anyway, so then I text my friend, I'm like, yeah, this guy, you know, I really like him, but he hasn't texted me in so long. Babe, you're gonna wreck my knives. And then you're buying me new ones.
Just one.
Alright. So then she was like my friend at the time, shout out to her because it's because of her I even went out on that date because I wasn't going to. She's like, get off your high horse, Colleen, and just text him. I was like, oh, dang, okay, it's like that. So I texted him, I was like, hi. And then he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I didn't reply. I'm really bad at texting. And then I was like,
I do really be hating texting.
He really does hate texting. Like, I'm like, he wasn't lying about that because till this day, he barely, I have to call him all the time. Anyway, so
while she was texting me, I was busy playing games. Like Xbox games.
I was like, what? I'm about to stab you. I'm like, ho, this man better be careful what he says. Anyway, so Okay, so then when I texted him, he told me that. I'm like, oh my God, so he does like me. So I wasn't tripping. Good. And then somehow we got on the subject and I was like, we're still meeting on Friday. And he's like, what? Of course we are. And in my head, I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah, I was gonna show up. He told me, he's like, I was gonna show up even if we didn't text, I was gonna show up. And in my head, I'm like, dang, good thing I texted him because I was gonna stand him up. And then, I don't know how that would have turned out.
I don't know how that would have turned out.
I would have been so apologetic. I'm like, you didn't text me, so I thought you didn't like me.
No, I was busy.
You weren't busy. You just don't like texting.
I was busy.
You weren't busy, babe. You were not busy.
I was busy.
So that's how I almost stood my husband up.
It's my turn to tell the story. So while she was busy working, I was busy practicing.
Don't lie to them.
I was getting my Lamborghini oil change. Where was I? Yeah, anyways. While she was busy working, doing whatever she was doing, I was busy practicing my dance move. Oh, you should have said I was like, I was gonna do this one when you showed up.
Yeah, babe.
I was gonna be like, hit
Good
my
thing
hand.
you didn't do that. I would have walked home.
I would have been like, boom. And I'm like, whoa, something's wrong. There's a malfunction. Whoa. I would have done all that. So I was busy practicing my moves.
On the floor by yourself?
On the mirror by myself. All right, so it's 10 o'clock. I'm like, all right, time to get ready. Put on my shirt, put on my jeans, grab my wallet, grab my keys. Let me tell you this. She told me that the cover was free.
It was free. Sorry, go ahead.
She said the cover was free. Okay? That is...
Because I made a guest list under my name, and I said I would pay for me because I was gonna be late.
Sure. Anyways, we haven't even talked about this late thing yet. This is from mine.
And I'm never late.
Oh yeah, you get whatever you say. I get ready, put my shirt on, get everything ready.
This
one is way better.
That's what I've been using.
You know, at this point, we're doing free for all. Do whatever you want.
I'm still following the picture. I'm still
Don't follow the picture. Do whatever you want.
Fine.
Yeah. Get to the club. There's a lineup. I'm like, whatever. I'll just wait. Go to the guest list. Say Colleen. They're like, who, Colleen?
Colleen, what do you mean? I'm important. I had a Lamborghini too. Matter of fact. I had a Porsche Cayenne.
Whatever you say. Like, who's Colleen? I'm like, there's no guest list for Colleen. They're like, no. I'm like, okay. How much is it to get in then? They said $20.
That was the start of you spending.
This is how it all started. I'm like, $20, come on. So, I'm like, then I started talking to him. I was like, hey man, it's my first time here. I got lots of friends that are girls. You think you'll let me in?
You said that?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
And he said.
No, you didn't.
And he said, no. And then I was like, is there anything I can do?
No, you didn't say that. You're lying to these people.
That's not what I said. I'm like, it's just $20, whatever. Give him the $20, go in. You know how I said there was lots of people? There wasn't lots of people. They were just making us wait in line for no reason to make their club look like it's busy. We get in there, there's like 5 people. And then there's 5 people. God knows what 4 of them are doing. I'm like, all right, this is how the night is gonna go. This one over here, who was supposed to show up at 11 o'clock, did not show up at 11 o'clock.
Because they got busy. And they're like, nah, you gotta stay. And I was like, say what now?
12 o'clock. She texts me, oh my God, whyy, are you in the club yet? I'm like, yes, I'm in the club. And she's like, okay, I'm almost there. And then
I couldn't text because I was at work.
sure, maybe you see.
Get out of here.
She gets into the club, she's like, what? They made you, she's like, what? They made you pay? I usually never pay. And I'm like, no, really?
And I didn't pay.
What clubs let women pay? That's their main attraction.
I didn't pay.
Yeah, usually women don't pay anything because they need more women in their clubs. So, if you're a woman, here's a quick tip for you guys. If you're a girl and you say, I got my girls coming too, they always 100% let you in because you're a girl, and the girls are usually what brings.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's right. Any club you go.
Stuff so quick.
Yeah, we get in there, she gets in, and then the music starts bumping again. And I'm like, whatever. She's just late by an hour, 30 minutes. It's okay. So, we start. Oh, and then she had lots of friends over there too.
I did.
Yeah. I was like, okay, we have a popular girl here.
I'm not popular. Don't say I'm not popular. I know a lot of people, but I'm not popular.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's a popular girl. Because everyone kept on saying, oh, it's Colleen. I'm like, damn. Let me all felt all left.
And this one girl was like, is this your man? I'm like, hopefully.
You're not the best.
And then she just
When you guys
laughed.
just start, when you guys just start dating, no longer dating, go on the first date, and someone asks you that question.
I'm like, hopefully. They're like, oh, we fine. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, they put you on the spot like that. It's messed up. So we started dancing. Everything's going good. Is there anything I'm missing here?
Nope. And then once
So
we,
So we're dancing, everything.
and then I had to bust moves because, now I'm dancing on somebody I need to impress. So best believe, broke off your like, hey, I was on the floor. Do my thing.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
That's right. Say it louder.
And her friends were there to hype her up too.
Say it louder. That's right. You need some friends who will hype you up when it's time to be hyped up. I was tearing it down.
She wasn't wrong. And I'm like, holy cow. She came in prepared this time.
I'm like, I hope.
I was the one wiping down the sweat this time. No, you wiping my sweat.
Y'all don't get that reference. Go watch the video.
Yeah, party keeps going. Everyone's having fun. And then comes to the DJ gives us a timer. Like says like there's like 10 minutes left. But good music starts and we go back. I'm like, she's dancing. I'm dancing.
Okay, puppy.
Yeah. So we busting some moves. And then the DJ's like, all right, time to leave the place. You guys have been here too long. And I was like, aww. And then
And I was like, aw, because I really didn't want to leave him because I was actually having so much fun. And I've never felt that connection with anybody. Like, I couldn't stop smiling all night. Honestly, I told Henry this, but I'm serious. When I said this that night, I was like, wow, I think I just met my person. I said that to Anyeka. I said that to, at the time, I was talking, Junior? Your cousin, Chuck?
Yeah.
Junior, his friend. I said that to Junior. And y'all know, ironically, everybody I showed a picture to Junior too. He's like, wow, nah, he's a good guy. Everybody I showed a picture to, I told everybody. I was like, I think I just met my person. So like that night, I was like, I didn't want to leave.
Yeah. So as everyone was leaving, there's a guy that's like, hey, there's an after party coming. No, there's an after party after this. So make sure you come. He's like handing in his card. And it was like this big dance hall after party. He was handing in the card. He's like, yeah, that's where.
Big.
It is big. It was big. Well, as the story goes on, Yeah, so he's like, yeah, everyone's going to this after party. I'm like, what? Okay. I'm like, to me, I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's just go home. It's just an after party. And this one's like, you know, I've never been to an after party before.
And I also didn't want to leave him.
This is where I messed up, man. I should have said, you don't want me too, but let's go home.
I'm done.
We get there. We can hear the music bumping from all the way.
Hey, it's gonna be lit.
I'm like, all right, this is gonna be fun. There's this crowd of people. There's a big lineup from all the way there to all the way here. The camera cut off.
Sorry guys, back to the story.
Where was I? Yeah. So we're in the lineup, and then it gets to our turn. He takes our ID, checks our ID. I'm like, okay, we're set. I can't hear the music. I'm like, hey, this is gonna be good. We get past the security guy for our ID. We get in. Well, we haven't gotten into the club yet, but we're halfway in the club. Then the lady's like, so the lady's like, that will be $100 to get in.
I was like, I'll pay. And then he's like, no.
Yeah, me being the man I am, I'm like, that's 70.
He's like, no.
Hold up, honey. Let me pull out my MasterCard. This is all on me, okay? You sit there.
I'm done.
And you just enjoy it. that's what was going on in my head. I'm like, all right. I give her $100 because I was carrying cash that day. I give her $100. She's like, okay, you can go in. I walk in to get in.
No, don't forget.
Wait. I walk in to get in, and Colleen's just standing there. I'm like, what? She's like, oh, it's $100 each.
No way it was $100.
It was $100 each.
You're lying.
Oh yeah.
Babe, I thought it was $50.
Yeah, is that really? Yeah.
I made you spend bare money. Wow, we should have just done a dinner and a movie. And then some.
But still in my head, I was just, man, stand down, honey. My MasterCard is here to save
Here
the
we
day.
go again.
So, keep in mind, it's like, it still hasn't hit me how much I just spent.
Because he's all running on adrenaline. Too.
So I'm like, all right. Like, let's just go in.
I'm like, ooh, this guy can take care of me.
Yeah. In my head, I'm like, yeah.
No, but don't forget the coat check.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways, we're like, oh, the lady's like, you can't wear your coats in the place. I'm like, really? It's okay, I can hold it. And she's like, no, that's the only way. You gotta go through the coat check, which is over there. I'm like, all right, whatever. Show me, lead me to the way of the coat room. And we get out there, and she's like, oh, so coat check will be $20 each. I'm like, oh, okay. Colin, give me your jacket.
I'm like, no, I have cash.
No, wait. I'm like, okay, Colin, just give me your jacket then. So she gives me her jacket, and I take off my jacket and I give her. She's like, no. It's $20 each. And I said, stand down, honey. My MasterCard is here. Anyways, I still got cash in my wallet.
You're so dumb.
I'm done. I give her the money. I'm like, whatever. Whatever.
And I was like, I can pay. He's like, no.
Yeah. I said, no.
I got it. Holmes and I to say no.
I'm like, yeah, I got it.
I mean.
And then we get into the club. I'm like, you want drinks? And she said,
I get something?
she said yes. And I'm like, oh, whatever, let's go. I'm feeling the music. I go to the table and I'm like, I'll get 2 $5. And she's like, yeah, that'll be $25.
Babe, you sound like $3. Baby.
I pull out my wallet.
Pause. You got pumpkin in your hair.
Can't even see it.
In the back of your hair. I'll get it later.
Pull out my wallet. And I'm like, my wallet is like, no, no.
Don't do it. Is she worth it? I don't think so. This night I said no, she's not worth it.
And I'm like, shut up, wallet. Bring out my MasterCard. And I was like, here, put it on my tab. Anyways, I grab her a drink. I'm like, who put this here?
You, babe.
I grab her a drink. She's like, thank you. I'm like, thank you. We take a shot. I'm like, ooh, whatever. And she's like feeling it.
Speaking at that time, I didn't really like drinking yet. So I was kind of like, I don't know if you know this, but I was kind of like a little tipsy that first shot. I'm still a lightweight, but yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like, hey, you want more drink? In my head, I'm like,
no.
oh my God, this will be hopeless by the time I leave this club. But then she's like, no, it's okay, I'll pay. I'm like, all right. And then we go there.
I would have forced it if you said no. She paid for so much.
She orders a drink, and then the woman comes up, and she's like, I'm like, oh, just put it on my tab. So we put it on the tab. Just keep in mind, we've only been in this club for like
5 minutes.
5 minutes. We haven't even started dancing.
Started tabs.
So anyways, we get her the drink. We drink. We finish drinking, and then the DJ is like, "We're closing."
But before he said that, I was sitting on his lap the whole time, and then some guy came up, and he's like, give me your hand. I'm gonna do what this guy did. I was sitting on his lap, okay? Pretend Henny's right there. I'm sitting here like, acting like this is my man, even though I just met him. And then he's like, yeah, we take care of our queens.
Yeah.
African queens. And I'm like, you got it right, sir.
I'm like, yeah.
In my head, I'm like, that's right.
Yeah.
And then they announced that it was closing.
Yeah. Well, because we had our drinks, and then we weren't gonna dance while drinking. So we sat down and was sipping on our drinks. She was sitting on my lap.
And he was popular too. Everybody there, he knew he was talking. I'm like, sure. Okay. I'm like, okay. I got a popular one then. Yeah,
gets better. As soon as he said, we take care of our queens, I'm like, yeah. The DJ's like, time to go. I'm like, what? What do you mean time to go? He's like 5 more minutes left. Final call, 5 more minutes. I'm like, 5 more minutes? We just got in here.
We literally just got there.
I'm like, okay.
It wasn't even 20 minutes. It was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, well, okay, whatever. Let's just go grab our jacket and get ready to leave. Well, I was like, no. If we have 5 more minutes left, we're gonna take advantage of that 5 more minutes. Oh. So we were dancing till they literally had to kick us out. But then before they kicked me out, I was like, well, I gotta go pay off my tab. And then she comes with me. And then she's like, your tab is $85. I'm like, $85?
What did we have?
Colleen I don't know what we got. But Colleen's like, it's okay, I can pay. And I was like,
yeah, because stand up,
buddy. I have the MasterCard to save the day. Yeah. So that whole night, we barely did anything.
Babe, you said like
I spent like
$400.
almost close to $400 just
For nothing.
for 5
You could have
minutes.
gone dinner,
Like-
movie, ice cream, and booked a hotel.
Yeah. And I was like in my head, it didn't affect me much. It's like, and then she's like, okay, bye. I had really fun night.
I had so much. I didn't want to leave it. And take in, y'all. Like it was like 2:30, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really late, but I didn't want to leave him. I really didn't want to leave him. And then I got home and I made sure I texted him.
No, it wasn't 2. It was like 5.
It was late. It was
Yeah, it
late.
was like
I'm like,
5
thank God I
or
don't
so.
work tomorrow. And then, but like, take in.
Was it 4 or something? Yeah.
Take in, I got home, we weren't supposed to see each other till like the next week. Then I got home, I was supposed to work the next day, but like late. So thank God I didn't work in the morning. And then I literally saw him the next day after that. We went on a walk and then I don't work there anymore, but I called in to work.
Yeah. She called in sick.
I did.
Anyways, she says, oh, bye. I say bye. And then in my head, I'm like, wow, that's such a great night. Such a great night. And then when I got home, I was like, dang. I just
That
wasted
MasterCard
so
just so laughing the shit out of
I'm like, holy cow.
Oh my God.
I was like, I'm never again spending that much money again. But if I didn't spend that much money, we wouldn't have been here in the first place.
Baby.
Yeah, you just owe me $475.
Give me your cheek. I just owe you $400.
Hey, calm down, honey. No need for violence. Anyways, I think we're done with a pumpkin here. This is mine.
Bring me your cheek.
Long pumpkin, thanks.
Okay, so that was story time. I almost stood him up, but it was the best night of my life.
And
I'm
I just blew $400. Also was the best.
I didn't do nothing.
It was the best night of my life.
I'm happy my friend told me, you need those kind of friends, y'all. Somebody that's gonna look at you and be like, girl, you being stupid. Text that man back.
Yeah.
Because I
Anyways,
wouldn't have.
This is the final product.
Wait. 1, 2, ta-da. Oh my God, I think it looks so cute.
We're laughing too.
Okay, now we have to put it outside, but yours is brightening. Okay, whose is the best?
Who do you think won this?
I think I won.
Vote.
I don't know if y'all saw my.
Vote 2
Look at my teeth.
for her and vote 1 for me. Look at this. Come on.
This is so
Cute as heck. All right. That's it for today. We made our pumpkins.
Thanks for listening,
We're
guys.
back to posting
Now you know
regular
a
every
little bit
week.
more about us. Every week, yeah, every week.
We're gonna be posting more.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah.
that
Like the,
notification button.
yeah, because all that helps our channel out too. It helps it
does.
grow.
Share it.
So thank you
know.
for watching. And
We'll catch you guys later.
I don't know what we're gonna do in the next video. But if you feel like you have an idea for us to do, feel free.
Drop it down in the comments.
Type it down in the comments.
Even if it's 10 ideas,
Even
let's
though
go.
it's 10 ideas.
We'll read it
We'll do it.
because we love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
And after that, we'll see you later. Ooh.